searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears, written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance.
So, good morning. I am actually... what are we doing here? Hold on, I'm actually trying to stream at two different locations. And it is not working very well, is it? Okay, so I'm going to have to end this part. Okay, good morning. Yes. So I was seeing if I could stream to Instagram at the same time, and that did not work out. But how is everybody? I am officially on a little bit of a vacation. I have today off. I have Monday off. I'm heading up to Pennsylvania for a little event, and I'm wearing a Twin Peaks shirt in celebration of heading up there. So, and it's like 7:15 in the morning, and I'm bright-tailed and bushy-eyed on a day off. Wow. All this healthy living's going to get to me. So, but here we are. Great way to start the day, just to get a reminder to breathe, because I certainly was not breathing. So, what are we doing here? We're taking just our daily inventory. It's a chance to have the universe hold up a mirror and ask us what we see. So we're about to look in that mirror using this little tarot meditation, tarot reflection. We're listening to the cards like the sounds of the ocean. Gives us a chance to take that breath. Make sure our butts are comfortable, shoulders relaxed, neck relaxed. At least for like this 15 minutes. If nothing else, maybe we can take a little quiet time to ourselves. So, what does the universe have for us today? That's a darn good question. So, what am I going to do here? I'm going to make a stack of 3 separate stacks. Each one like a different thread going out to the universe. Each one a different thought or idea. Each one of these, if you believe in the multiverse, is like a different path. You know, I'll let you in on a secret, is that I really do enjoy doing this live. Because when I do this part here, because some people will actually have people shuffling their cards and things like that. And cards are really thick, and I found that it was just uncomfortable for some people. So, you know, there are no coincidences, and everything's an omen, I always say. So, by giving a person a choice, it really is literally like a thread going out to the universe. But when I do the, you know, it's like the multiverse, because everybody's seen the Avengers now, and I look at somebody and I say, it's like the multiverse, you know, if you believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this conversation's different from this one or this one, and whichever path we choose, there's 2 conversations that we didn't have. And I love watching people's expressions when I say that, because no matter what, it's true. but it's really cool because I think people start becoming aware that right then and there, even at the beginning of the read, that small decisions have a big impact sometimes. So, but I'm going to take what's right on top here. I'm going to generally what is right in front of us, and we don't even see it. And I'm going to do our 3 and 1. And I'm going to flip them over one at a time, like they are the pages of a book. So what does the universe have for us today? We're starting off strong. So we're starting off with strength. And so this isn't about the physical strength. This is that internal strength that we have and that this lion senses with this woman. I mean, literally, she's got her hand one over top, one under the bottom, and she has no fear of this lion. And the lion just totally respects her for that internal strength. Followed by the King of Swords. So, kings are the element of air. Kings are the ones who make decisions. They're the decision makers. They're the ones who have to take charge of things. And swords are the element of air, and swords are ideas and thoughts, because in the 1500s, who did the strategizing? It was people that could afford the swords. It was the politicians, the kings. So here we have about making decisions, but not from an emotional level, but from, facts, trying to be clear-sighted, all those things like that. Drifting into the Page of Cups. So, pages are when we are, or somebody, so court cards, as I always say, first off, they're gender neutral. It's just masculine, feminine energy. Court cards can be us. It could represent me, or it can represent you, or it could represent somebody else in our life, or it could be part of a situation. So here we have this king, and we move to the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, pages are when we're starting something new, we're learning something, or this is where somebody in our lives who might be uncertain, it's starting out with something. And cups are spirituality, emotions, and feelings, but it's not about being grounded. And so I like how Pamela Coleman Smith put the little fish in the cup, and he's distracted by looking at that, even though maybe there's a little bit of turbulence behind. So this card is reversed. So as we look at this card, we start off with all the right ideas. It's like we have all the strength and everything else, but this is about being distracted. I call this an ADD card. We put everything together, we've got all our ideas and everything we need to do, and then if this was a king sending somebody off to get something done, this is Jack and the Beanstalk. He's taking the cow to go get money and things like that, and instead he buys the magic beans. All that planning, and it's the execution where we have the difficulties. So this is the advice card. Look at all these people here. So we have these two strong feminine cards. We have the Queen of Cups as the advice card. Then we have these two masculine cards. And so we have this balance going on here. So the Queen of Cups for advice. Court cards have elements to them. Kings are air. Queens are water. The suits have elements. The suits of the swords is air. The suit of the cups is water. So here we see this kind of intellectual, it's like not taking other things into consideration. This is a very linear card. It's like, all right, I need to get something done. It's like, this is how it has to happen. You know, we've met that person that says, you know, I don't care what your opinion is. We need to get this done, and this is how it's going to happen. And yet, they're not taking things into consideration. And they execute the plan not very well. Or I execute my plan not very well because I have all the best intentions. And then I go off and I buy these magic beans without realizing it. But the advice card of the Queen of Cups, Water of Water, is all about the emotions, all about the feelings. You know, literally all the feelings and everything are kept here. Some people say this is actually like a womb. So almost like a very Earth Mother kind of card, where it's saying, take a look inside ourselves. We feel when something is right or not. Logically, we may think we know, and this is how it's supposed to be. But when we have an advice card like this, it's saying, take things into consideration. She understands emotions and feelings. She understands what's going on. If we filter our logic, which we need the logic, we need to be able to think things through. But if we get in touch with how we feel, if we understand what's inside this cup, then maybe we'll say, okay, we understand that there's going to be a distraction. We understand this, you know, but we're prepared for it. It's not reversed, but we have taken assessment of our situation, and we can prevent maybe the delays, the ADD, maybe we can prevent, but we can't do it logically. You can't think your way out of emotions. We can't think our way out of emotions, because that's a great way to start the turmoil. You know, why didn't I, or why didn't you? Instead, when we feel, it's like, I feel that you didn't, or I feel why you couldn't, or I feel I understand. Maybe we need to do it another way. See the difference between the two? The king is, I know. You know, it's that intellectual thing, because let's face it, I'm smarter than anybody else. Or if this is somebody else in our, like a boss, and this is us, you know, which it could be, because when you have court cards like this, you have 3 court cards out of 4. That's conflict. This is one opinion. This is another opinion. This is the end result. Dad, mom, child. You know? But again, this is about taking things into consideration and working with that. Because this person's a creative person. You can't force them to be a great mathematician if they are a musician. You know, you take the talents and you mold the talent to fit the task. That's, you know, that's what the queen would do. Mold our talents to fit the task. Not try and, you know, mold what we are not natural at and what we don't have, or what the other person doesn't have. You can't take something and force it, you know, you can't force a round peg into a square hole. You mold the task around what suits best. So, with that, and with all this kind of conflict going on, let's stay out of our head today. Or if it is somebody, like I say, who's a boss, let's take into consideration that they may not be seeing this through the same lens of the Queen of Cups. But we can. And we can modify our behavior with the expectation of what the King of Swords is going to do regardless. We can't control other people. We can only control ourselves to make this a more positive outcome. With that, Thank you again very much. And I hope you have that amazing day. And if you have the weekend off, I hope you have an amazing weekend, amazing afternoon, everything else. And I will be back again on Monday, because I will wake up bright and early, even if I have the day off. So again, thank you very much.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found in the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light.